Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at these headlines. Have a look at these headlines. Meg Tao, boys. Meg Tao always, okay? Always keep your guard up. Always try and keep your, that little voice inside you that warns you. There would have had to been warnings, for this guy. Okay, you got to feel sorry for this husband. You really do. A woman undergoing IVF secretly swapped husband's sperm for her lovers and gave birth to the baby boy. Like, fuck, and how much worse could you possibly get for this husband? A man has been left heartbroken, I'll bet, after his wife secretly swapped her husband's sperm for her lovers while undergoing IVF. That's probably about the worst thing you could ever do to your husband, isn't it? A woman secretly swapped her husband's sperm for her lovers while undergoing IVF and gave birth to a baby boy, a Russian court has ruled. According to The Sun, Yana Yanokina's husband had no idea that the little boy was not his and was kept in the dark for a whole year. So the guy was there for the birth. He was there all the way through the 8 months. He was, the 9 months, before the birth. He was there for the whole thing. He's the poor guy here, right? He thinks that this beautiful little thing is his. So a beautiful baby, very solid looking boy. It was only after the couple split that the 38-year-old revealed the shocking deed. Her husband, Maxim Anokhin, successfully sued the Moscow clinic, which allowed the swap after raising the child that he thought was his for a year. A home video shows him feeding the child called Timofey. Maxim said he loved and supported the boy as the courts awarded him $8,200 in compensation for his moral and financial damages. Moral damages. That's great. He said, I trusted my wife. I believed her and trusted her 100%. It means that when I was told about it, I was shocked. I was distressed and I could hardly believe it. I'll bet, man, he would have been heartbroken. A court found Maxim had paid for the IVF treatment, so he even paid for all of this. All right, the husband paid for it, and the boyfriend's sperm ends up getting used, and that's about as as cruel and nasty as you could get it for a female. And it doesn't surprise you, does it, boys, that she could have both of them going on at the same time, a husband and a boyfriend, and she swaps the sperm. Like, my godfather, what an evil woman! And this goes to show you, how evil they could be. He provided his sperm under the impression he was going to be the father. Court reports said Yana wanted the father of her baby to be the man she loved and not her husband. Fuck. The couple later split and are now both in new relationships. Yana is now in a relationship with the biological father of her son, so the guy she cheated with. Poor guy. Russian news site Vesti reported that Yana initiated the process of replacing her husband's sperm. DNA tests later proved that Maxim was not the father, which prompted him to sue the Kulikov medical center that allowed for the sperm swap. Maxim said he sued his now ex-wife for justice and not money. I wanted to make this matter public so there are no more cheated men like me, cheated husbands in the future. It should not happen again. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen. So, there's the lovely woman there. Maxim's lawyer, Olga, said that his clinic could not just follow Yana's wishes and they had to duty to Maxim as well. She said surely he would have been interested in understanding how exactly was going to be the biological father of his child. The court found that the clinic staff helped Yana swap the sperm, as reported in Vesti. That's terrible. The clinic staff helped Yana to swap it, to swap it over. Fuck. The doctor named in the lawsuit, Yana Leah, refused to comment on the case. She said, I am not giving interviews. I don't want to say a word on this matter. Yana's Denis Ivincho, Yana's lawyer, said he would not comment on the case without his client's permission. So there she is there. Without her agreement, I cannot say a word. Maxim now has a child with his new partner, born without IVF treatment. So in regards to IVF, she's the one that's barren. She's the one that needed to go to the IVF, and she's the one that needed the treatment. And the husband paid for it, and she ended up betraying the husband, betraying her fucking marriage for the guy that she's with now. And how would you be, guys, having this woman's love? Okay, how would you be? I bet you the boyfriend now that she cheated with, I bet you he doesn't ask her to marry him. I bet you if he does, on the day he's going to be thinking to himself, oh, fuck, I wonder if there's anybody else out there. You know what I mean? Because there will be no difference between him and the husband, the first husband. She'll do the same thing again over and over, this woman. So pretty evil and pretty nasty story, ladies and gentlemen. And that's all they had about it there. That's all they wrote about it. But you would surely really hate to be in this gentleman's feet, on the day, getting married, going through all this, and then to find out, that you were betrayed, and she's used the boyfriend's sperm, ladies and gentlemen, to impregnate herself with the help of the medical centre that he paid for, the husband paid for. And I find it really disgusting, probably the worst story I've read of all year, the worst story. Anyway, I've got another one for you. Okay, don't settle down yet. I've got another one for you here if I can find it. Where was it? Oops. Here we go. Mum of two accused of fraud. Spent $30,000 using fake accounts. So I'll do that one for you next, boys, all right? Okay, Meg Tower, boys, thanks very much.